Hey there, are you feeling okay? We're right here.
Take a deep breath, sweetheart. You're not alone.
I feel funny inside, no.
The clock in the Willow Creek Emergency Dispatch Center ticked past 11:15 a.m. when Emily Harper's headset buzzed with a call that would unravel the quiet morning. 911. What's your emergency? She asked, her voice steady, fingers hovering over the keyboard. A faint, trembling voice answered, my tummy's moving. It's scary. Emily's pulse quickened. In her 20 years as a dispatcher, she'd heard countless calls, but nothing like this. Sweetheart, what's your name? She asked gently. Lily, came the whispered reply. I'm 8, and I'm in the bathroom at school. Emily's training snapped into focus. Which school, Lily? Willow Creek Elementary, the one by the library, the girl said, her voice barely audible. Emily typed rapidly, signaling her supervisor. Are you alone? Are you hurt? I'm alone, Lily murmured. My tummy keeps moving, like something's alive inside. The fear in her voice was palpable, and Emily's heart clenched. She kept her tone calm. You're so brave for calling, Lily. Help is coming. Within minutes, Principal Margaret Coleman and the school nurse, Susan Reed, hurried through the echoing halls of Willow Creek Elementary. They pushed open the door to the girls' bathroom near the cafeteria. Lily, honey, where are you? Margaret called. In the last stall, they found her, curled against the cold tiles, her small hands clutching her swollen stomach. Her face was pale, her eyes wide with terror. It's moving, she whispered, looking up. Susan knelt beside her, her expression tight with concern. You're a little warm, sweetheart, she said, brushing Lily's forehead. Outside, the wail of sirens grew louder as paramedics sped toward the school. In the hallway, teachers exchanged hushed words about the quiet girl who often wore threadbare clothes and never had lunch money. As paramedics lifted Lily onto a stretcher, she gripped her stomach. Will they make it stop? She asked, her voice small. The paramedic, Tom Bradley, offered a reassuring smile, though his eyes betrayed uncertainty. We're going to take care of you, he promised. Unnoticed, a tattered stuffed rabbit slipped from Lily's backpack, landing silently on the asphalt as the ambulance doors closed. The ambulance tore through Willow Creek's tree-lined streets, its siren cutting through the crisp autumn air. Inside, Lily lay still, one hand on her stomach, staring at the ceiling. Has this happened before? Tom asked, checking her pulse. Lily nodded faintly. It started a while ago. It's getting bigger. Tom exchanged a glance with his partner. An 8-year-old shouldn't have such a distended abdomen. Something was deeply wrong. At Willow Creek Community Hospital, Dr. Laura Bennett met them at the emergency entrance. Hello, Lily, I'm Dr. Bennett. We're going to figure out what's going on with your tummy, okay? Lily nodded, her eyes wary. As nurses settled her into a pediatric room, Dr. Bennett reviewed the initial assessment. She's severely underweight, but her abdomen is significantly distended, she murmured to the nurse. Get social services here now. Meanwhile, Officer Daniel Hayes drove to 324 Oakwood Drive, Lily's listed address. The house was a faded gray bungalow, half hidden by overgrown weeds. Paint flaked from the siding, and the porch sagged under years of neglect. He knocked firmly, and after a long pause, an elderly woman with frail hands and distant eyes opened the door. Ma'am, I'm Officer Hayes. Are you Clara Thompson, Lily's grandmother? The woman blinked slowly. Lily? My Sarah's girl. Her voice wavered, confused. Is it time for church already? Stepping inside, Daniel noted the cluttered living room stacks of old magazines, a flickering TV playing reruns, and a faint smell of mildew. In the kitchen, he found a single bowl of dry cereal and a chipped mug. The refrigerator held only ketchup packets and a jar of pickles. In the bathroom, a jumble of pill bottles lined the cabinet, some with tiny fingerprints smudged on the labels. Back at the hospital, Lily sat quietly as nurses drew blood. When asked about home, she spoke matter-of-factly. Grandma forgets things. I make my own food. I take pills when my tummy hurts, but I think I got them wrong. Dr. Bennett's face tightened as Lily described taking the blue pills and the chalky ones from the cabinet, thinking they'd help the fluttering in her stomach. Is that bad? Lily asked, her small hand patting her swollen belly. In the hallway, Dr. Bennett met with Rachel Carter, a social worker. Their conversation was interrupted by a woman in a green sweater. Dorothy Ellis, Lily's former second-grade teacher. I heard about Lily, Dorothy said, her voice firm. That girl needs someone in her corner, and I'm here. Dorothy explained that Lily had been a bright, talkative student at the start of the year, but grew withdrawn, often clutching her stomach. I called home once, but Clara was confused, talking about her daughter Sarah as if she were still alive. Rachel nodded gravely. Sarah, Lily's mother, died in a hit-and-run last year. Lily never mentioned it at school. At Willow Creek Elementary, Principal Coleman reviewed Lily's file. A form in shaky handwriting listed Clara as guardian, with no father noted. A nurse's note mentioned frequent stomach complaints. Back at the hospital, Dorothy watched Lily fold her hospital blanket into precise, squeeze nervous habit she'd seen in class. Lily, it's Miss Ellis, she said softly. Lily's eyes lit up. Did you come because of my tummy? I came because I care about you, Dorothy replied, sitting beside her. By the next morning, news of Lily's 911 call had spread through Willow Creek. At Joe's Diner on Main Street, locals whispered over coffee. She called 911 herself, said Linda from the post office. Her stomach was all bloated, added Nurse Karen from the clinic. Joe, the diner owner, wiped the counter with a scowl. Probably just a kid making trouble. Sheriff Tompkins shook his head. That's no normal stomachache for an 8-year-old. At the hospital, Dr. Bennett pressed her stethoscope to Lily's abdomen. Does this hurt? She asked as Lily winced. A little, Lily admitted. What do you eat at home? Cereal, sometimes soup from a can. The milk's gone bad, so I don't drink it. Lily's voice dropped. I saw on TV that when tummies get big, people take special pills. I thought I needed them too. Dr. Bennett's heart sank. A child mimicking adult behavior from a commercial, with no one to guide her. Dorothy, determined to help, visited Clara's house with Rachel's permission. The air inside was stale, the furniture frozen in time. Photos showed a younger Clara with Sarah, but none included Lily. In the kitchen, Dorothy found a step stool by the counter Lily's way to reach the cereal. The bathroom cabinet was a mess of expired medications, some with bite marks on the packaging. In the trash, Dorothy found a torn box for an antacid, its bright wrapper likely mistaken for candy by a desperate child. Lily's bedroom was a stark contrast, neatly organized, with schoolwork stacked on a small desk, all marked with perfect scores. Under the bed, Dorothy found a shoebox with stale crackers and more pill bottles. A library book about the human body lay open to a page on digestion, with bloating and pain underlined in crayon. A note in wobbly handwriting read, Dear Mom in Heaven, my tummy hurts. I'm trying to be good. Dorothy's throat tightened as she gathered clothes for Lily, realizing the girl had been playing doctor in a house where no one could help her. Back at the hospital, Dr. Bennett shared her findings with Rachel and Dorothy. Lily's been taking adult-strength antacids, laxatives, and painkillers, likely causing severe digestive distress and bloating. Her electrolytes are off, and the spasms explain the movement she feels. Rachel's face hardened. Clara has advanced dementia. She thinks Lily is Sarah, her daughter. The house is unlivable for a child. Dorothy's resolve solidified. I want to take her in, she said. Whatever it takes. The town's whispers grew louder, some cruelly suggesting Lily was faking her illness or worse. At Joe's Diner, Sheriff Tompkins overheard a heated debate. She's just a kid, he snapped, silencing the room. What kind of town judges a child before helping her? Joe, usually quick with opinions, stayed quiet, his hands gripping the coffee pot. Dorothy brought Lily's stuffed rabbit, Mr. Whiskers, to the hospital. Lily's face lit up, clutching it tightly. I thought I lost him, she whispered. Dorothy sat beside her. Lily, can I visit your house to get you some things? Lily nodded. Can you feed my goldfish, Bubbles? I do it every Tuesday. Dorothy promised she would. At the house, Dorothy fed Bubbles, noting the cloudy water in his bowl. She found more evidence of Lily's struggles to step stool to reach the stove, a half-eaten granola bar hidden in a drawer. The weight of Lily's loneliness pressed on her. Back at the hospital, Lily's condition improved with proper treatment, but her emotional scars ran deep. She confided to Dorothy, I tried to fix my tummy because Grandma said I'm a big girl, but I got it wrong. Days later, Dorothy welcomed Lily into her cozy home on Cedar Lane. The white cottage, with its blue shutters and marigold-filled flower boxes, felt like a storybook haven. Inside, it smelled of fresh bread and lavender. Dorothy showed Lily her new room, sunny space with a polka-dot quilt and a desk for homework. On the nightstand sat a flashlight, a notepad, and a small brass bell. "The bell's for if you need me at night," Dorothy explained. Lily stared at it, remembering nights alone at home with no one to call. Their first night together, Lily woke at 3 a.m., ringing the bell. Dorothy found her crying from a nightmare about Clara calling her Sarah. "Will I have to live with strangers?" Lily asked, trembling. Dorothy held her close. "Not if I can help it. You're with me now." The next morning, Dr. Bennett prescribed a careful diet and medication, warning that Lily's recovery would take time. Dorothy created a chart with smiley face stickers for each dose, making it a game. At Willow Creek Elementary, Principal Coleman held a parent meeting to address rumors about Lily. Dr. Bennett explained, Lily's condition was caused by taking the wrong medications, not neglect or something sinister. Some parents nodded, others whispered skeptically. Joe, who attended, surprised everyone by standing up. "This town's been quick to talk, but slow to act. That girl needs us, not gossip." His words sparked murmurs, some defensive, others ashamed. Weeks passed, and Lily settled into Dorothy's home. They gardened together, picking late-season tomatoes, and read stories by the fireplace. Lily began therapy with Dr. Anna Foster, who helped her process her fear of abandonment and guilt over Clara's illness. "I thought if I was better, Grandma wouldn't forget me," Lily admitted, placing a tiny figure in a sandbox during a session. Joe became an unlikely ally, organizing volunteers to renovate Clara's house. "It's not for her to move back," he told customers at the diner. "It's for Lily to know she has a place that's hers." The community rallied, donating paint, lumber, and time. At a court hearing 6 weeks later, Dorothy sought temporary guardianship. Lily, in a new green dress, clutched Mr. Whiskers as she testified before Judge Evelyn Harper. "Lily, where would you like to live?" Judge Harper asked kindly. "With Dorothy," Lily said firmly. "She makes me pancakes and checks on me at night. But I want to visit Grandma too." Dorothy. Dr. Bennett, Principal Coleman, and Joe testified, painting a picture of a child neglected by circumstance, not malice, and a town stepping up to right its wrongs. Judge Harper granted Dorothy temporary guardianship for 6 months, praising the community's efforts. 3 months later, winter blanketed Willow Creek in snow. Lily, now thriving, helped Dorothy bake cookies for a final checkup with Dr. Bennett. "You're officially healthy," Dr. Bennett declared, handing Dorothy Lily's medical records for the upcoming permanent guardianship hearing. Lily smiled, no longer fearing her moving tummy. She understood now it was her body's cry for help, answered by proper care. At Dorothy's cottage, a new ceramic bowl sat on the kitchen table, engraved with, "This heart holds only love now." Lily traced the words, her eyes bright. "My tummy's happy," she said, and Dorothy hugged her, tears falling. The town's transformation was complete. Joe's diner bore a sign reading, "We are family," and the renovated bungalow stood ready for Lily's visits to plant flowers or read to Clara. As snow fell outside, Lily and Dorothy decorated a Christmas tree, a symbol of their new beginning. Lily no longer flinched at sudden pains or hid her fears. She'd learned to trust, to ask for help, and to believe in love's healing power. The community, once divided by rumors, had united to give her a home, not just a house, but a family forged in compassion. What did you think of Lily's story? In the comments below, share your thoughts on the challenges she faced and the community's response. How do you view the role of neglect and misunderstanding in her journey? Should the town have acted sooner, or were their initial reactions justified? Let's discuss the impact of compassion versus judgment in addressing injustice and hardship. Your perspective matters. Join the conversation.